Look out!
What can I do for you?
Show me your wares.
Maybe next time then.
Lord Pisek said we...
Yes.
I could get you.
If so, will allow.
Don't shove!
Good day.
Greetings.
Mind where you're going.
Here, Mutt.
So you got your revenge. Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next?
Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Burghoff.
And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No, definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
I'm not a nobleman. You don't have to stand on ceremony with me.
I do, since you're a guest of the Margrave, sir. May I leave?
That is... yes, of course.
Thank you, sir.
Mind where you're going.
There, you hungry beast.
You see, meine Dame, we aren't idle here. My man trained like that every day.
Hello? I'm just...
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, what do you say?
Never saw that coming. Whacker! Oi,
I get...
Leave him be, meine Dame.
now look here. I was just being polite. I'd happily take on your men.
Ach ja?
Do you fancy yourself a knight?
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pullcock, come here! The first to bleed loses.
Excellent, Henry.
Ah, it was nothing.
Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword. I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small memento from Trotsky.
Oh. What is it?
A hunting crossbow. I even think it's von Berghoff's. I was meaning to sell it, but it might serve you better.
My word. Thank you. I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zhishka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
And this scar? It's strange, crooked, like a letter from a fancy book.
This. I fell off the...
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
Not so great. I'm feeling pretty battered.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
Should I really go and see Jobst on my own? He's a Margrave, though.
So what? You already know him better than I do. You met him in Ratai. I only know what I've heard about him.
All right, but he sent for us both. How's it gonna look?
A bit odd, I suppose. But you must understand, I'm doing this for our benefit. The less time I spend with a Margrave in one room, the better.
All right, then. I'll be going, then.
Now that's what I call an opener. Fucking hell! Son of a bitch!
Take that, you shit!
How was your trip?
itself was great. No delays, nice weather. But I've got to say, it's a scary place out there.
Nothing but footpads and ruffians, eh? I keep saying this country needs a firm hand.
I saw that firm hand of yours with my own eyes. Some bastards burned down a farm near Nimber.
Shit. Who was it?
I don't know.
I heard Kuttenberg surrendered to Sigismund, and his army is running amok here in the area.
They are. These dreckigen Hurensöhne are angry, you see? They thought they would rake in the silver from the Kuttenberg mines. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Sigismund kept all the treasure for himself. Why should he pay them out of his own pocket when the local lords are feeding them?
What? I don't understand.
Dann pass mal auf. As soon as the soldiers began looting the villages around the city, the local nobility quickly decided it's better to pay them Lösegeld.
So that Hungarian bastard is getting rich, while the locals feed his army?
Das trifft den Nagel auf den Kopf. And yet, that carrot-top Schweinehund lets the monks in the Zealots monastery fuss over him while he receives legations from the whole kingdom.
How do things work around here? Is there something I should be wary of?
Not really, except for the Sigismund military camp at Opatowitz. And it isn't really all that safe in the raised villages either. These Banditenbanden have settled in there. A bunch of dossers who'll easily cut your throat for a piece of bread. Ah, so God will. These evil times will soon be over.
Do you know by chance how to get into that monastery where Sigismund is staying?
Wie bitte? Hast du den Verstand verloren? You can forget about that. You won't get in there. And listen closely to what I tell you. I don't know what you're planning, but I'll give you some good advice. Leave Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but surely. You'll see. You'd better be glad you still have your head.
Did Sigismund also attack Suchdol?
Oh yes, as soon as he got here. But my men know what to do. Mit der Hilfe Gottes, we fended him off and forced him to negotiate. Mein Herr Peter, however, had to pay him a fat Lösegeld to leave us in peace. The villagers in the vicinity fared even worse.
What happened?
They raised Mesolis and Opatowitz. There was nothing left but ashes and stones. They haven't been here since then, but who knows what tomorrow may bring. Der Teufel soll Sigismund holen.
Where did you say Sigismund's army is camped?
Unfortunately, they're close. They've occupied the hill above the main road near Kuttenberg, so no one could just come and help the town. When you walk out of the village and look toward Opatowitz, you should see the flags flying above their camp. Pah, that Hungarian camp is like a boil. It's just festering and we just can't get rid of it.
I need to top up my supplies. Where could I find some merchants here?
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper Slivka in the village about these things. He knows everyone from far and wide. And that's no surprise, because he makes such good spirit.
How do I get to...
Das ist nicht, or you can... The smell...
How's it going? What of it?
Was soll ich about? You ought to see.
Why?
Ja.
What exactly?
Just ask. Oh, und das...
All right.
Careful!
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
Bergov had no interest in our message. By the time we finally arrived at Trotsky, he'd already long since made a deal with Sigismund. But of course, he didn't tell Sir Hans and me anything. And on top of that, he used us to do his dirty work. Everything went to hell in the end, and we ended up in a dungeon. Or at least I did. They took Lord Capon away. In fact, that's why we're here. We were following von Bergov's trail.
So I've heard. But I'd be interested to know the details. It's been some time since our meeting in Ratai, and now you appear here by the side of a quite unexpected guest.
Well, it wasn't the best circumstances to meet Zizka in. They sent him to the Trotsky region to cause problems, and our paths happened to cross. We crossed swords. I can only thank God we didn't kill each other.
And who was giving Zizka orders? Do you know?
I think it's some Jan Sokol of Lamberg.
That would make sense. He was always quite pig-headed.
Forgive me, my lord, but how is it possible you don't know?
This is beyond the understanding of a common villager, lad. Got that? Let's move on. I heard something about a pillory and poaching. What in God's name did you and Sir Hans get up to?
Things went wrong right from the beginning. We were ambushed, and we lost the letter. Lord Capon and I were lucky to get out of it alive. But no one at Trotsky believed that we were messengers.
Von Berghoff refused to aid a nobleman in need. That seems pretty low for a man of his stature.
Well, to be honest, Lord Capon didn't really look much like a nobleman. We were ambushed while bathing in a pond, and then we fled through the woods. So we really looked like a pair of beggars.
Ah, that must have been a peculiar feeling for Lord Capon.
can't even imagine it, Your Grace.
I certainly cannot, in truth. In any case, are you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me?
Well, you should probably know that Istvan Toth was working for von Berghoff.
Who's he?
One of Sigismund's cronies. He was causing havoc around Rattay.
Ah, yes. Hanush and Radzig mentioned some such person. They even foolishly let him go.
They had to. They gave him their word.
Yes. Well, it's actually quite heartening that some people still have such naive ideas about the world.
Well, no one let him go this time. He's dead.
Very good. From what I've heard, he was a bandit and a cutthroat. There should be no dealings with his ilk. And do you want to tell me anything else? Besides about Toth?
That's all that happened, sir.
Truly. My court messenger and bearer of tidings, both good and bad, John of Liechtenstein, has mysteriously gone silent. So every piece of information I get now is precious. By the way, you said you were in von Berghoff's dungeon. And I can imagine how they treated you there. Tell me, did you reveal anything?
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that, and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
I just thought something up.
Henry, what exactly did you tell them? What you might consider to be a minor detail might be something of utmost importance.
I don't know. It all happened so fast.
But you said you had time to think? So how was it then?
Well...
I've had better liars than you failed to trick me. So tell me, what came out of those loose lips of yours?
Although it wasn't me who told him, von Berghoff did get certain... information.
What information?
About Liechtenstein. That he's in Kuttenberg. And what he's doing there. I'm really sorry, sir, but... well, they tortured us.
That is truly unfortunate. But you've nothing to be ashamed of. I think it's too much to expect anyone to hold their tongue under torture.
But Lord Liechtenstein... what if they killed him because of us?
John went straight into the lion's den. He knew the risks. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
What? Go home? I can't. I have to rescue Sir Hans. I made a promise I'd protect him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
We're ready to leave now, sir.
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go! Stay close. The devil doesn't... The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me, even like this, unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
So all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. Of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Hinek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry. It's gonna take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I just hope Sir Hans is all right.
Why wouldn't he be? He's the Lord of Perkstein. He's of no use to them dead.
If I don't bring him back to Hanush alive, I might as well hang myself. Anyway, how much farther is it?
Still a long way to go. Shall we speed up?
Aye. The sooner we get there, the better.
We're here. I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on your hilt, Henry. Around here, you never know what might happen.
I warned you you had it coming, you drunk.
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a crossing for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going, if you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
Go to hell!
I'll be done with you in a flash.
No chance!
You
Die of old age, coward!
Take that, you shit!
It's making me dizzy.
Die, fucker!
I'm not afraid of anyone but God Almighty. Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shiska. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right, then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Chishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
Is it just you and the devil here? Where's the rest?
That's the problem.
What problem?
Well, I'm alone here.
Where's everybody else?
I'd like to know that too. When the devil was captured, they scattered. Some are dead, some ran for the hills. Some are probably holed up somewhere drinking.
What? The devil's been captured and that's how you tell me the news?
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Shit, Kubianka, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, we botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Ada and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't.
Fuck.
It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him. So he's probably in the town jail?
Fuck. There's no way we're getting him out of there.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him away from those fuckers a long time ago. Not even a mouse can get him there. We can't pull off something like that.
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe a week, maybe even a month. More like a month.
A month? They haven't hanged him yet.
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they won't give him the news or the axe. They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much worse way. The devil is a proper bastard, but not even he deserves that.
What are they planning to do with him?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes you a dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him gone.
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them and free the devil.
He will be watched by 12 armed guards. We're only 3, so unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense. I don't think we'll have another shot.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but I got thirsty. You know the rest.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around here. Everybody'll listen if we mention coin. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp. It isn't far.
Maybe.
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hid them. And as luck would have it, they're not far from the road they used to transport the devil.
What place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice curve that backs for something nasty to happen in it. West of here. You can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left in your noggin despite the booze.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubianka to get the hand cannons. He may be... surely hid somewhere.
Great! At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, meet me at the ambush spot. Keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk your ear off.
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
You have a wife? Where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. I left her there on our wedding night.
Well, if that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to hang. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. I just didn't think it was funny.
Oh, Lord, another war. You get along with Shishka famously, don't you?
I'll gladly laugh if you said something funny.
Looks like I might have to carve a smile onto your face. Maybe a graceful and mysterious one. Like the Virgin Mary's. What do you say? I'll put my heart into it.
Give it a try.
Ha! Really? Sounds like a challenge.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived, and the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, cop a demon.
So you're a mercenary, cutthroat, swindler, drunk, and on top of that, a philosopher?
I'm a man of many... You know what.
A man of many debts and drinks?
Ah, come on, you do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which, would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck. I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones. But we better pick up our pace. I need to piss. What a relief. I just better not piss on my boots. Or trip over. Oh, almost done. Oh, not done yet. Finally. The camp is near. There's a pub. also some pretty rocks nearby. And I used to wade through that stream every time he went to visit some lass. Or when he was returning. He can smell the wench from miles away, but he can't take 3 steps in the woods without getting lost. Some people are just made that way. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, if Anna could find the camp, you'll have no problem finding it yourself. Oh, and the hand cannons. They're buried somewhere near the camp. Just a few steps. That much I remember. Maybe by the stream. Or right in it? No, that's not it. Oh, we were drunk. But we're not that stupid. Although, maybe Janos and Edda are. One time, they decided to rob some merchant because we were running out of food and drink. They found one and decided to find him. They followed him almost all the way to Sigismund's camp. So throwing guns in the water actually sounds like that. Hey lad, come here.
What are we gonna do?
Well, welcome to our...
This mess?
Hey!
So where are the cannons?
We hit something down below last, and something is...
Don't you remember where you...
Well...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
One of...
We're gonna dig through half...
Nonsense!
Which one is that? Come on then.
I told you I would find it right away. Now just dig it up and we are done.
Won't you give me a hand? It'll go faster if you help me.
I am helping you. I found you the best place. We were as drunk as fiddlers when we buried them. But this place seems really familiar. Before that, we had to bury old Lodil, and we had to fortify ourselves.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
No, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
Listen, lad.
Just tell me you didn't throw those hand cannons in the water.
Of course not. Look at that basket over there.
What about it?
The cannons are not there, but there is something better. Booze. Be a lovely lad and fetch it.
Why don't you go yourself?
The water is cold and the bottom is slippery. I do not want to get wet.
But if I get wet, that's all right, eh?
Not just all right. Downright splendid.
Why not? It'll make the digging go faster.
Good boy.
I found some...
Beautiful.
You can take all of it.
Are you feeling...
I'm starting...
All right. Right. Enough playing. Ah, so this is the grave of poor Lodil. I was sure we buried him elsewhere.
Ugh. What stench.
Why? He did not smell much better when he was alive. Oh, well. God grant him eternal life and some soap.
What about us?
If Lodiel is here, then I reckon I know where the hand cannons are. Fucking bitch! Did someone beat us to it? But it looks like I was right this time. See? I told you I knew exactly where to find them.
God, why are you punishing me?
Oh, don't cry. We have more important things to do.
Will you take the cannons?
Nah, I won't be lugging them around.
Right. Are we gonna see Zizka?
Let's go. Or do you want to go alone?
I'd rather go with you. Just in case.
Mount up then. We've wasted enough time as it is.
Yes?
Go!
Quick!
Waters of harlots and brags from the
I think I've heard that one before.
Fuck all the rest today. I'm with my comrades.
How did Zizka put it? The best shot north of the Alps, and also the best singer north of Sasau. Nightingales have nothing on you.
Waters of harlots and brags from the wine casks. Fuck all the rest today. I'm with my comrades. Fuck all to eat today. Still we'll be merry. Drink your booze, then we'll make hats roll like berries. Women, my friend, is a venomous creature. Best kicker out, cause her back's her best feature. He'll break your heart and you want no other. Forget that damn troll up and drink your wine, brother. Fucking and boozing and boozing and fucking. Fucking and boozing.
We have the hand cannons.
How did it go? Any trouble?
It went smoothly.
That's right. My memory's like,
Civ?
See how well we understand each other.
What's the plan?
We wait. We'll position ourselves on the flanks, and when they pass, we'll attack.
Why are the wagons standing there? I was hoping we would block the road with a tree or something.
Look what I managed to find. A true march of the maimed. If they had to cut down a tree, they'd chop off their own limbs. We at least took a wheel off. It looks less suspicious, and the convoy will have to stop anyway.
Oi, fuck, but...
But what?
I would put it a little further back, so they will not see it, until they are right next to it.
Ah, look who's thinking. And what then?
Then we rise with the hand cannons and blast the bastards to smithereens, from above.
What a load of rubbish.
What rubbish. It is like a battlement, but on a wagon. You get it, right? Haha.
Shut up. We'll do it my way.
Make up your minds. It's hard to say how much time we have.
So, Kubienka, take half of the men and go over there. The rest will stand on the other side.
Where will I go?
You'll stay here with me.
And then what?
We'll wait for them to arrive. And then...
Are we there yet?
You know how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf?
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
You hold me up in irons. You can't even show me a grain of human decency.
Halt!
What the fuck? Damn. There's more of them than I was expecting. I can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Oi! You two! Get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honorable Sir. We're working on it. To the task!
Matilda!
Fucking hell! My leg, damn it! You idiots!
Yeah, that was just a warning shot. Surrender, or the next one will go straight through your guts.
So next time, will you hit the mark?
I'd rather settle it without bloodshed.
That's easy. Surrender, and none of you will be harmed. Until you hang alongside the devil, that is.
The only one surrendering will be you.
Oh, really? Rupert, bring that bastard to me. And you, arrest the others. If they resist, just kill them.
Halt! Not another step, or...
Oh, what? Are you gonna shoot at the sky again?
Shut up! Or I'll put a hole in you so big, you'll be able to see Kuttenberg through it.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
That one's had it! Take that fucker out, damn it! Come on! Let's see what you...
I've been waiting for you.
That was something!
Getting started.
Know that for years.
Go to hell!
You've got a lot to learn.
Pieces!
What the fuck is that?
You rat. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, God!
Now you'll die.
Yeah! He's done for!
Yeah! Don't spare him.
You'll be sorry, fucker!
Now I'll have you!
I knew I'd get him.
All right, we're done here. travel out of here somehow. So put the wheel back on and get the horse. If you're bleeding, patch yourself up quickly. We need to get out of here soon. If you're not bleeding, clear the bodies off the road. Hide them somewhere, but be quick about it, all right? Come here, Henry. We don't have all day.
We should get out of here, don't you think?
The sooner we're gone, the better.
Hell, do they pour the beer on the table?
Welcome back, Hinnick.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be getting worked over by those bastards in Sigismund's camp. You saved my arse, fellas. Although, I have a second hole in it now because of you. Ouch!
That was an accident. I couldn't hit you that well, even if I wanted to.
That would be a shame. We'd be hard-pressed to find another horseman like him.
Spare me the flattery. It's enough you thought I was worth saving. Warms the cockles of my heart.
Don't thank me until you know what we're up to.
Ha ha! I knew there was a reason you rescued me. What's your plan?
First, we should find the rest of your band.
Hold your horses, Henry. First things first. You have more important things to deal with. How are we doing, Devil? Do you have some kind of hideout? What about your people?
Hideout? That old camp was a shithole.
Don't insult our home from home.
Shush! We can stay here.
Here? For all to see?
This here hole is far from town, and has such a bad reputation that decent people are afraid to come here. As long as you're paying, old Treadlight will serve you wholeheartedly. This place has everything we need, and people who come here can be recruited for some dirty work.
And there are no fleas in the beds.
Furthermore, it's called the Devil's Den, and I like that.
All right, have it your way. Henry, go to the innkeeper and arrange our stay here. But back to the point, Devil. What about your people?
My people? Kubienka isn't enough for you.
No, he isn't.
That's too bad. Oh, they fucked off somewhere. They didn't send any messages to my jail cell.
We'll have to do something about that. But first you should go and see Catherine. See if she's settled in and if she's all right. She said she'd try to find work at the Hangman's Halter Tavern.
You're not coming with me?
Does that bother you? Well, you're not afraid of her, are you?
Someone might recognize me. And if they saw us together...
All right. What will you be doing?
I don't know about these two, but I'll be having a rest. I'm not going to sit on a horse for...
But we don't have... Like Henry...
For...
At least...
Yeah, I'd like to know that.
You gather a band of criminals, and then you are surprised they cannot be trusted?
So, nobody's left?
Some might return now that the devil is back.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere.
How will you find them? They could be anywhere.
We'll have to search for them. Will you help us, Henry?
I reckon I don't have a choice, do I?
I like that boy already. No pointless questions, just straight to the task.
At least tell him where to find the bastards.
I'd love to. But I don't even know who survived that fuck-up.
Not many of us are left. Janos and Adder were the first to run. I reckon they are gorging themselves somewhere. If they have any coin.
What about Bohuta and his brother? They've always been reliable.
Slavik died, Bohuta took it badly. He's not coming back.
Fuck.
Henry may be able to convince him.
I doubt it, but he can try.
Do we have anyone else?
Well, there's Matthew and Roniak, but who knows where they ended up.
And that's all?
We could also try those rebellious farmers who are fighting against Sigismund around here.
I don't want any dirty peasants, I want my old pack.
In that case, there is no one else left.
And where should we look for them? I don't even know where to start.
I think I could help you with some of them. Come and see me when you want to get started.
I'll visit the town first. If Catherine's waiting for me there, I'll have to hurry. The sooner we find Liechtenstein, the sooner we can free Capon.
What is it with this bird? What kind of stupid name is that anyway?
I'll tell you everything before Henry returns. Henry, you should hurry up and come right back here once you're done. Do you understand?